to Pickin and Grinnin another night. First, we want to say, look right here. We are sponsored by Wolfman Goodies tonight. If you missed the intro, we got that set up there. So it's just another day of reselling, and looks like Leroy is losing along over there already. So let's get right to it. How's everybody doing?
Good. Come on, Leroy, figure it out.
Other side,
Other
Leroy.
way.
Yeah, there we go.
Y'all are killing me.
Yeah. So we got Eric in the chat. Marsha's here. Mary's here. Todd was first, he said. Elisa apparently was second. So welcome in, everybody.
Todd's never first.
Hey,
but he's
Brad,
first
you're
first
leaving
in
her
our heart.
hanging. You're leaving her
Brad,
hanging.
you're leaving me hanging.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
see that. Like, there we go.
There you go. All right, here.
Yeah, Todd's never first,
Other
but he's
way.
first in our hearts.
Other hand, Chris. Other hand.
Well, on my end, it's this way.
No.
So you're the one that's backwards.
Oh, God.
No, you're the right
Yeah,
way.
that's the story.
Hey, Leroy,
Okay.
give
Lovely
five.
lady.
There we go, buddy. Good
No,
to see you
let's
guys.
not do that again. Nobody knows how to do it very well.
So,
We gotta
Grams,
do-
you got the first question.
I know I saw. I am super tired. Like, I'm still recovering from last weekend. It was enjoyable, but stressful, but
A
fun.
lot of work.
I bet
It was a lot of work. It
Yeah.
was. And it was stressful because our party bus was a different route this year. So we were on the party bus for longer than we were in the thrift store. So,
Oh,
hey there, I got to tell you, my new besties are in the chat.
I see
See.
new people. I see new people in here, so that's awesome.
Yep. So Rebellious
awesome.
Roads Resell, they were at Plains to Profit. They are new to reselling as of September.
hey, guys.
Hi, hey.
That is
I
Josh
didn't, realize,
and
I
Kara.
didn't realize they were that new to reselling. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. They both
Yeah,
work
what-
full-time jobs though. So
Everything sellers, or they have something they kind of like
nope,
key
they're
in on?
everything sellers.
Everything sellers. Okay, cool.
Oh. So I got an announcement to make.
It's
We
Are
did
you
go
quitting the
to-
podcast?
No. We did go to the soccer game, and so it got over early. Easton did score 3 goals tonight, but he was not interested. After he saw some nachos, somebody had some nachos, and he saw that, and that was it. Actually, me and Brianna actually thought he was going to go take the nachos from the dude at one time. He was strolling over there like this, But anyway, I'm having to do everything from the house for the next 2 weeks until the 15th of this month. For the simple fact, my internet just absolutely gave out over there. We had a wildfire in the mountain behind us, and it destroyed the tower. So there's no internet service for that company. But I did yesterday sign up for fiber optics, and I met
All
with a
of them?
guy today. So what?
I said all of them.
How many are there? Is there only
I
one?
don't know. You tell me.
I don't know either.
Fiber optic.
So-
It's fiber optic.
Oh, it's fiber optic. Okay. So
Fiber
I'm getting
optic.
fiber optic in. So I met with a guy over there today. So that's going to be in on the 15th. So until then, I'm having to do everything out of the house. And it's just packing and
is-
shipping and from different places. Like I have to go over there, get stuff, come back. If I missed like packing material, then I got to ride back over there. I mean, back and forth. Just
You got like a
Yeah.
vehicle, or are you able to take like a 4-wheeler?
no, I ride the horse and buggy.
Like the Amish?
Yeah.
Two-wheel
No,
cart?
I got the vehicle.
Y'all don't
Hey, what?
understand.
The what?
The vehicle.
The vehicle?
The truck. I got a pickup truck.
Okay, say truck. You can't say, it's not vehicle.
I gotta pick 'em up, trucks.
But
Some
you-
people call
you
it a
said-
pickle.
Nothing. I'm just making fun of you, Chris. I'm just making fun of you.
Thank you for joining my life. Lisa.
Leroy.
Now you understand how easy. I hope everybody in the chat realizes I'm actually a nice guy, but I pick on Chris because he's just so easy to pick on.
Right? Oh, Brad, hold on. I gotta stop the show for a second because I gotta
Okay.
ask a question.
You
How
need
did
to
the
talk
buy
about
go?
district. You need to talk about district.
No.
Oh.
I don't. What is that? I don't know what that is. So, but
We're
it's
wagging the
funny.
finger, Brad.
Hold on. You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So we started doing that on the last show that I was on for the full thing, not saying that word, correct? Now, other people are picking it up and not choosing to say that word, but only say their store name.
I know. I saw.
But took credit for it.
Yeah.
Like, no.
let's go. So what you were
Leroy,
going to
why are you in the dark?
I'm not in the dark. I don't have lights.
Oh, okay.
You need like a turn your
How about a
flashlight
light
on your
back there?
phone, Leroy.
You can-
Turn it around so we can see you.
I'm not on my phone. I'm on my new setup, but I have no
No,
light.
I know, but turn your phone around so you can push the flashlight in your face so we can see you.
I have a light over here, but it's too bright. See?
Well, we'd rather have you washed out than not seeing you at all.
That's perfect, brother. Oh, no.
It
no, it's
doesn't
not.
help at all.
No, but no.
You're absorbing the light, Leroy. Stop it.
Brad, what did you end up buying? What did Tanya end up buying?
Yes.
Oh,
I've been dying to hear the results.
Okay, so she just came home with like $350, $400 worth of stuff. She bought
Well,
some.
Brad, explain to the chat and the viewers what we're talking about, because
we
they
all
don't know
about it, but not everybody does.
If they was not part of reseller therapy on Tuesday, they would not know what's going on.
Hey, nice way you slipped that plug in there, Chris. That was like
yes.
That will now be on its own channel this coming Tuesday.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
Am I allowed to come? I mean, I didn't get an invite. I had to forcefully get myself on the show. It's very disappointing.
I think it's a free for all.
Yeah, it's a free for all. Anybody can show up.
And that link you got will work next week as well. So just keep using it. Hey, look, Marsha's in our chat also modding. You're amazing, Marsha.
yeah.
She's on.
All right, Brad.
Like I get started talking.
So tell the backstory. Yeah.
All right.
Tell the
here
backstory.
Yeah. So we have potential to buy a whole bunch of Starbucks stuff. It's all brand new. Everything from like these little special teddy bears to tumblers to the plastic spiky tumblers, big tumblers, little tumblers, state mugs, different things. And so we're still trying to negotiate all the ins and outs of that. We haven't quite got them down to the price we want them to yet. But we did make a deal to buy like $350 worth. I think it's what it was. It was somewhere between $350 and $400 she came home with. We bought some of
Was it the black cups?
There, believe it or not, the little case there's like two of those kind of tumblers in a case.
Yeah.
Those were literally the only two they found in that whole truck.
They only had
that one case of those little black chrome ones.
Did you get you some Mississippi or whatever those ones were?
Yeah, we got some of the Missouri and the Mississippi. We actually sold one of the Missouris yesterday, so one has sold. But kind of where we're at is we're going to take and see how these actually sell, and if they get ready to sell them, they'll call us and let us know. But we're going to kind of give it a test run and let them know as well. I think they're going to see if they can find somebody to buy the whole load, and if they can, more power to them for the price they were wanting.
They're not going to get it for $9,000.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But we'll see. And I mean, they're good people. They're family to us, so it's all good. And if somebody can get it and do well with it, great. But I have a feeling we'll, depending on how this bit of it goes, we'll sell it. We'll go back and get some more. It'll still be there. So it's not going to be there.
Nice. That's good.
You guys want to see what I bought today?
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
I bought it on my high bid auction. Hopefully I can find the camera.
This segment's brought to you by District.
I don't remember how to shut the camera off. Okay. So on my Leroy figured it out. So on my proxy bid, so I've been doing my online auctions and stuff. They had this super cool thing. Can you see
What
him?
is that?
Yeah, it looks like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein with a cane.
It is. It is a sit to stand. So he actually is like my Santa Clauses that I have. He compacts down to about 3.5 feet tall. And then you can push a button or whatever and he pops up, but he sings and dances.
Oh, wow.
And he's worth like $300.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Nice.
So I'm excited
Nice.
for that one.
Nice.
So I have questions.
What
And
questions, Leroy?
You cannot answer them if you don't want to.
Oh, I'll answer. I'm an open book.
Who organized the whole Planes to Profit? You had.
Go ahead.
You guys had. That's you guys' baby, right?
So the first year we did it, it was primarily Corey and I, with me not as much as Corey. And then Alicia Inked Picker, and then we had Happy Heart Treasures and or not Happy Heart Treasures. We had Happy and Grumpy Picker that helped out with some of it as well. Now this year it was Corey, myself, and Alicia Inked Picker that put it together and did everything for it.
Okay.
With some help from some of our friends. So
I've been wanting to ask this. I don't know how to ask this. I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
What?
How the heck did you get what's his name there?
Resale Rabbit?
Yeah.
We asked.
Really?
Alicia asked him last year and he said yes. Because he's not that far away from us. He's only in Wisconsin. So
he's
it's
a
not
cool
like,
guy. He's smart.
Oh,
that guy is
he's
so
very smart, very, very smart. But the
he's
best
a businessman.
he is very much a businessman. So the best piece of having him along for the ride this year, he does come up and talk. So our goal with Planes to Profit, and I don't want to take up the whole thing with Planes to Profit, but the goal with Planes to Profit is to get together and chat with other resellers, and then our meeting of the minds is to get other type of resellers that do it differently than us. Because like we had Resale Rabbit who buys pallets and runs a huge auction thing in his warehouse and whatnot. And
yeah,
then we have
is he the one that opens it up like a day or two a week or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
I think it's a day or two a month.
A day or two a month. Okay.
Yep. And then he does like $10. He does like $10 stuff, $7 stuff, $5 stuff, $1
Then
stuff.
he has an eBay store and he buys out.
Yeah. He's been on YouTube for like a really long time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It seemed like I saw him maybe like when I first started watching in like 2016 or
I've
so.
been following him for a while.
What am I lying about? Okay, so the other piece is we had an estate sale lady come in and talk to us. She runs an estate sale company in Lincoln. And she came in and talked to us about how she likes to make relationships with resellers. Because, her business is primarily, it's called Caring Transitions, I think. So she works with people who are going into nursing homes or assisted living or whatever. She helps them to downsize through an estate sale and stuff like that. So she was super cool. And then we had Crazy Flippin' Mom. Have you ever heard of her? She sells on Walmart.com. She sells on Amazon, but I think she's primarily focused on Walmart.com. So she buys stuff from Walmart, in-store Walmart, ships it to Walmart.com, and they sell it for her.
That's cool. That's cool. Like FBA.
Yeah. And it's super cool because like she said, there could be in Florida, you have all the Disney stuff because Disney's down there. And not everybody that lives down there wants to buy Disney stuff. So they'll end up with a whole bunch of that's left over that people will then turn around and buy and send into Walmart.com. And now all of us normal people that don't live down in Florida can get a hold of it.
So
that's great.
So you didn't want to talk about it no more. And then Chris left because I wanted to ask him a question. Of course.
Well, till he gets back, I got a question. So you had the estate sale lady who kind of did some presentation and gave some stuff away. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think you said in your video that she talked about things that resellers can do and things that they can do for resellers or something like that. How was it? How'd you put it? And what was some of those things, if you can remember?
Gosh. My brain's overloaded. I don't remember. So Corey can comment in the thing because I was focused on when we first went in and when some of those people started talking, it was 85 degrees in that room. So I stepped back and went and hunted down some hotel staff to get them to cool it down. We had to set it to 65 just to get it cool by the time we left. But I'm trying to think of what she said.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
So Corey, in your video you guys released about Planes to Profit, y'all talked about the estate sale lady that came in and talked, and she said some things that, you know, about how forming relationships with resellers and whatnot. She talked about some things that on the reseller side of it and some things on the estate sale side of it. And I was just kind of wondering what some of those things were, if y'all show that information for free.
I could go back and watch the video because we did record all of our speakers get up there and speak. So I might have to do that because honestly, I don't remember a whole lot of like that part of the day because it was just insane that day. So
Now, have you taken? I know you didn't want to talk about it, but sorry. Have you taken reservations for next year yet?
We do not, and when tickets go on sale, they'll probably go on sale in October. So, you know, you'll just have to watch for October. Why are you going to come hang out with us, Leroy?
Probably not.
How many years are you gonna? How many years is this that you've done it?
This is our second year. So we did it last year, and then we did it this year.
Leroy, if I go, you want to fly with me?
I'll fly the plane.
You don't have to fly. We had like Rebellious Roads, Josh and Tara, they drove all the way from Tennessee.
Where are you located?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in South Dakota, but we have it in Omaha.
Oh, I got a friend that lives in South Dakota. Maybe he can go see his parents.
Where at?
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's South Dakota, North Dakota. It's one of the Dakotas.
Well,
there's two.
I don't know.
No, there's North Dakota, South Dakota, and regular Dakota, or is it? No,
there's North Dakota, which is up in the boonies, and then there's South Dakota. So.
Okay. I do have a question for Chris now.
Hold on, before you do that, one of the things Josh just said what it was. So one of the big things that she said was instead of going with the gigantic companies that are in your area for estate sales, try and look for the mom and pop ones that are trying to grow themselves because they're willing to more work with you on prices. Because I kind of told her, you know, we've gone to some and they don't want to negotiate at all. Even on like day 2, they want to give you, okay, we'll give you like 15% off or whatever. But she did say, go look for the smaller estate sales or the private run estate sales that are there. So
yeah, I was looking. Corey kind of put some cliff notes in there. He said he'll publish a speech, but in short, the resellers are last to the table by design. So I'm going to say correct me if I'm wrong. He's saying there that estate sales, resellers aren't their first customer or primary target, but also had some great insights into getting deals at sales and what sales to work for. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. She was really good, and she gave us some good stuff because we all had fans to fan ourselves during the heat wave in the room.
Nice. Yeah, and then Rebellious Roads Resell said she talked about free clean outs and making relationships with your estate sale people. Yeah.
Yep. And that's where she kind of goes with the, kind of make friends with the smaller estate sale companies because they're the ones that are going to struggle to find somebody to do a whole clean out.
Yeah, and I'm sure they probably want to do as little work as possible on the back end. So if you can make relationships with them and work out deals to do clean outs, I'm sure that's something they love.
We have a friend. I'm probably going to jinx myself, but I'm going to knock on wood that it'll come through. But I haven't heard back from him today. But we got hit up shortly after coming back from Plains to Profit, or right before we went to Plains to Profit, from one of I call him a kid because he's like my kid's age. But he runs a website called Let Us Sell Your Stuff. So he actually will list and take pictures and arrange delivery and everything or pickup for people who don't want to sell their own stuff. He sells it for them. He does a lot with like appliances and furniture. Anything over $100 is typically what he has. But he hit us up the other day about somebody that had an estate sale clean out. So, but it's like 2 hours away.
So do y'all know?
Furniture.
Do y'all know of any live sellers who are doing like the clean out thing and just like going live with the clean out stuff? That seems like something that could be done, even though they're kind of done with junk at that point.
Yep, I have. So one of the ladies I was talking to at Plains to Profit, she does whatnot, and she will actually go to estate sales, and she'll be like, "Okay, here's this. She'll make a deal with the person." But what people don't realize is she's not selling it to you. Oh, she's not selling it to you at the cost that she's getting it for. She doubles the price.
Yeah. There's a lady at my flea market that does that, and she makes a killing.
Yeah, and she did too until she got one lady that was mad because she was on the live with her when the estate sale person said, I'll sell it to you for $20 to this person. And then the person bought it, like the whatnot buyer bought it, and then complained and left her negative review because she wouldn't give it to her at the price that the estate sale lady gave it to her at.
So is a strategy as a reseller to go to the estate sale, like starting on day one, go day one, day two, day three, and be like, just mingle with all the shoppers there and say things like, I heard these people had leprosy or something like that.
I dare you.
And then at the end of the sale, be like, I'll do a cleanup for you. And then you get all the great stuff too. Good work.
See, and I giggle because there's one guy that lists on Facebook Marketplace all the time. And I'm pretty sure he does here in Sioux Falls, or, in Sioux Falls where we source. He does the buyouts for the estate sale company that we don't like. Just because they're never willing to deal. They're never, she's not a nice lady. But she did sell it to an employee, but her employee has picked up her bad habits. And so he buys out and then he tries to list it on Facebook Marketplace for retail value, and he's never going to get it. So nobody is going to eat beans and crop dust the place to get people to negotiate with you. That was a one-time deal.
Leroy, what was your question?
Sorry.
Well,
no, it's okay. It's okay.
Where's West Pilsner?
West Pilsner?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Tammy, where's West Pilsner? I gotta go to the boss for that one. Tammy.
Oh.
In South Carolina?
Yeah.
Over there near Fire Lake? Over there near Fire Lake, Leroy. That's what she told me.
It's by Williamston. Williamston.
I will be
Fire
there.
Lake's close to Anderson, I think.
It's close to you. I mean, not too close to you, but here's the deal. There's a big sale going on there on Saturday, and I'll be down there selling.
I can't make it Saturday. I'm already promised. I was told I was putting up a fence. I'm going to a fence raising party Saturday.
Oh, you got voluntold for something. I like it.
Did Tammy volunteer you?
No, my daughter did.
Oh.
Just as bad.
I was just down there visiting my grandson today, and she says, by the way, you're coming to a fence raising party Saturday. I'm like, what? Well, first thing she said was Saturday. And I said, no. And she says, oh yeah, you're going to a fence raising party. I'm like, great. So I'll be putting up a fence Saturday.
I'm going to my very first garage sale on Saturday. 2 of them.
Do you know how many garage sales I go to a year?
You've never been to a garage sale before, Teresa?
No, I have, but it's my first one of the year.
She said this year. Pay attention.
So
this year, we know when this one happens. It's the church sale in the town that's like 20 minutes from us. Yeah.
Yeah. Tanya and Isaac went to garage sales this morning and went to an estate sale maybe two estate sales this afternoon. I don't know if they went.
I haven't been to one yet this year. I usually go to like 2 days a year. I'll drive around a little bit and then that's it.
I've been to the roadside yard sale over here across the street from the gas station, but there was one right behind the house last weekend and we missed it. So, which kind of sucked because that was the same one we went to last year that I got all the smoking pipes and all the other stuff I sold for really good money within like a matter of months. So
I just got my van packed up before I got on the show. So I'm going to go to that event. It's a 1 mile yard sale for like the city, and it's free to set up, and I got 22 tables and 117 bins.
Hey, send me the information on that, Leroy. I'll see if I can get out of Saturday morning.
No, you're taking care of fences. Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get out of that.
Don't bail on your child, Chris. Don't bail on your child.
Oh no, I'm taking him Saturday afternoon at 1:30. We're taking him to the church for what's that thing called, Tammy? Tammy. Resurrection
Henry!
Saturday.
Henry!
They're hollering for you. She can't hear. I got the headphones on,
Oh.
but she says I'm way too loud. Y'all heard that?
Tell her Dale Earnhardt is the best.
Leroy said Dale Earnhardt's the best. She's not feeling well today. So we got a Resurrection Saturday at church at 1:30 to 3 also. So that kind of puts a dimper on it too. So we got all kinds of stuff going on this Saturday.
So, what was anybody having good sales this week?
So while we were in Omaha, we went to a hoarder house.
Yeah, I heard.
It was not a normal hoarder house. Like I've been to a hoarder house that smells like all kinds of funky stuff and has mouse droppings all over. This one was super clean. Well, kind of. It got messy as
hoarder
we went
house
through it, but
Okay.
It was very like organized. But we walked out of there with 4 brand new appliances.
I
So we
saw
walked out with a bread machine, still new in the box with the plastic seal on it. Crazy 8 popcorn maker, iced tea machine, and my ice cream maker. But we sold for $90 a bread machine that's brand new.
So I sold a couple things that's kind of surprising. Well, 3 things this week that was not really. One of them's not really surprising, but the first one is so we went to a Goodwill. I think that's where she picked it up. It's a little Mario dude. It's probably about 6 inches or 9 inches tall. And she paid $1 for it, and it ended up going out the door for $35.
Good job.
Couldn't believe that. Yeah. And then I picked up a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Sega Genesis 1994.
Did you say Sonic?
Sonic.
Okay.
And it's just a cartridge only. That's all it was. And it went out the door for $44.16. I paid like $1.50 for it. And then
Quit your whining, Corey.
And then I found a Razer wireless gaming mouse. I think I told you guys about that Tuesday where I got a message to the guy. It's a Bluetooth wireless mouse. Now it's got a place to plug the cord into it if you want to, but it didn't come with a cord. It's just a mouse. And the guy messaged me. He says, does it come with a dongle? And I'm like, no, it's Bluetooth. So we just but we sold that. That's went out the door. We ended up selling that for $64.
Brad and I are over here dying laughing. Leroy looks like he's sleeping.
Man, I can't breathe, bro.
Sonic. Wait a minute, what's going on? What did I miss?
Oh man, I was trying to hold it in.
Good job, Sue.
Yeah.
Rad
They're
Relics.
just making fun of you, Chris. It's okay.
No,
They're just
John's autocorrect's messing up on him.
Oh, that's bad. I hate it when that happens. It happens to me all the
I can't see
time.
it. What is it?
That's it, Leroy.
Is that fishing lures?
No,
it's
that's
not.
hooks.
It's the hookies.
Yeah, you screw in the ceiling. How many was that, Leroy?
Cookies, is that what they call them in South Carolina?
Hey, I live here, so don't pick on me because he doesn't know how to talk.
Hookies? I said hookies.
Yeah.
Leroy, how many were there and how much they sell for?
They sell for $15, but it's just stupid stuff that people will be like, oh, I would never waste my time with that, and I paid $1 for the bag. And I just think that stuff is cool to me because it literally sold in like 20 minutes.
Wow, yeah. That's kind of like face plates that you put on the wall for a light switch and stuff.
Hold on.
I love selling those.
I love those. I sell those.
I?
I sell those. I saw one yesterday. I sell those things like crazy.
Yeah, well,
I sold underwear.
I sold underwear.
Ask Scott about selling underwear.
I sold vintage ladies new in the package, Hanes Her Way, for $30.
We found some underwear one time, Brute, like the Brute Fabergé.
cologne?
Yeah. Brute underwear from like the 80s.
Cool.
Sold it for like $50-$60. One of them for like $55, one of them for $65.
I have sold Brute cologne as well and aftershave stuff.
Yeah.
Teresa, I was at my little honey hole flea market, and a guy had a box, and it was all those light switch covers, and
I love those.
So that's on my bucket list. Like, I guess not bucket list, but like things I want to find is
Yeah.
the porcelain ones, like the Mickey Mouse or any of the characters. Those
Oh.
are big money.
I actually had one that was it was porcelain
Yeah.
and it was painted on
Yep.
by somebody, and I ended up finding the lady and messaging her and asking her about, because everything I read said they have dates or something on them. So I messaged her on, because she still paints, and I said, can you tell me roughly when this is from? And she's like, oh, it's about this time frame to this time frame, and that's cool that you found that. And I'm like, okay.
That in the outside spigots, you ever see them with animals?
No.
So I found the turtle and a duck, I think, and those are big money too.
So when we go out, there's two things that I really look for when we go out to like estate sales or, junk sales, whatever you want to call them. But so drawer pulls, I love finding the vintage brass drawer pulls. I sell the crap out of those. And then the light switch covers are great too. No, Brad. No, Brad.
That's funny.
The comments are right here in front of me. I can see them.
That was the distracting part. We're supposed to distract you so Corey can get away with some stuff.
No,
Bro.
he just watches to make sure that I don't say something that I shouldn't say. But once it comes out, he can't take it back.
Right. Yeah. So I was going to say something about the light switch plates. The cooler looking design, the better. So, but the ones that are plain, they sell too.
Ooh, I got some brass ones that I sold. We got 4 sets of them, and I sold one for $50.
The glass ones are so nice.
Yeah,
yes.
I would look for those.
Yeah,
I would buy those.
I do too.
And I would list them too. I don't know if yours are listed, Leroy.
Oh, I don't list anything.
Yeah, Leroy don't do nothing. He just sits over there.
If you want to go up to see my warehouse, I got stuff up there. I only got 200 items in my store. I'm busy.
Dude.
Brad, here you go. Here's your first
Brad
one.
Relics. Sold a fake leg for $325.
Nice. Here we go.
All right.
It's not my 2-headed chicken.
Did you say prosthetic legs?
Yeah. Leroy's got one of those.
Is it listed, Leroy?
No, it's in the trash.
Oh.
What's it in the trash, Leroy?
I forgot. You're the one that sold a crap ton of those, didn't you?
Yeah.
He sold them foots, man. He got them prosthetic foots. He made good money off those.
I think one day this would be so cool. I think one day we should have a contest, and somebody in the chat has to ask if you have it, and you're gonna look in your unsold inventory. That'd be the coolest thing.
Well, my problem is I don't have any. Are you talking about looking in a death pile, Leroy, or actually?
No, in your listed stuff.
No, I'm saying death pile, but it could be either or.
That won't work for me. I don't have a death pile.
Somewhat of a death pile right now, so
I don't have one, so that wouldn't work for me.
Well, then we could do it in your sold items. It's just that nobody that checks your store out can ask.
Yeah. So like you're doing the Tech and South thing now, you go buy 45 items, list 45 items, go back the next day, get 45 items, list 45.
No, I buy 45 items and I list 5 items.
That's Leroy. Leroy lists 5 items. I list it all. I get it done. I ain't got room for a death pile anymore. I just when I get it, I list it.
Clearing off this shelf for this organization thing I was showing you guys the other day that me and Leroy talked about in January. I had 10 VCRs and VCR DVD combos. Out of the 10, 5 of them worked properly.
It's always 50%.
Wait a minute. What'd you do with the other 5?
They're over there, Chris. I got them saved for you or for someone. See,
I'm not for you.
I have this dilemma. Leroy and I talked about this on the phone just about an hour and a half ago. It's like part of me is like, I hate to throw away the money that I put into them. So I'm like, maybe I could just put them all together in a for parts or repair lot for someone. A part of me doesn't. I have no problem getting rid of them, just giving them away. So there's that. I hate the idea of throwing them away when someone could still find some use from them. So I'm like conflicted on like 12 different levels here. I don't know what to do. I hate to just
do a
toss.
Corey. Just do a Corey. He doesn't list nothing unless it's on thedollarauction.com.
So if you want to go to thedollarauction.com and buy 5 DVD VCR combos for $1 and like $90 shipping.
Won't cost that much.
How much? Hold on. How much did you pay for these VCRs? Because we don't ever pay more than $10.
Maybe like the stickers that I've seen were like $4, $5.99 on one. One had like a $3.99 sticker. So I total.
Are you buying them from like the Goodwill or the thrift stores?
Both. Yeah.
Oh.
Both.
So Brad,
See,
you
I
can
would
sell
carry a
them on
VCR
eBay.
tape with me. If I went to the thrift store, I would carry a VCR tape with me just to see if it ate it.
Well, typically I'll find an outlet and plug them in, and there's an abundance of usually VHS tapes at these places, and so, but like a few of them were in places where I couldn't do that. All the ones that worked were the ones I tested, believe it or not. So.
I have an ET. I have an ET VCR tape, wrapped, new in package at the warehouse.
Wow.
I'm at the house.
Wow.
You should get it. You should get
Wait a
it.
minute,
What do they call that?
New
Yeah.
old stock.
Graded.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the released one or the newer released one or the old one. I think it's the older one, but I think it's not worth a lot.
No, I love ET.
But it's sitting at the house in the death pile at the house. Anything else?
Brad.
I need to come to. So on my way to go visit Brad's place to pick up some Starbucks stuff, I need to stop at Leroy's place and go Pickin in his shop.
It's by way. You got to go by way. You got to go Brad's and then Leroy's. I'm further out.
Or hit us on the way back. Hit us on the way back.
Something like that.
Or just come to my house, and then you can shoot up to Leroy's, and then shoot over to Brad's.
And then you.
What?
Can
Yeah, but you don't have nothing.
Ooh.
I got all
You don't
kinds
have
of
a
stuff.
death pile. I
Yes,
can
I
pick
do.
your house. You
Yeah,
just said you did not have a death pile.
No, I don't have a death pile, but I got stuff sitting around that you can get. I got a whole
Hey, I
bunch of car
listed some
parts.
Lucky Jeans again last night.
And did they sell yet?
No, not yet, but they will.
Kind of price too high then.
Eric was in here, but he
I
left.
do have a question. Go ahead, Leroy.
I just said Eric was in here, but he left.
So
Guy from the old show I used to be on. This is my new favorite show.
What is
the king of
Dakotas? I don't know where East Dakota. I'm East River in South Dakota.
It's to East Dakota. If you're looking at a map, it's to the right of the regular Dakotas.
What's Wisconsin? I don't know.
Regular Dakotas.
So look,
Hey,
real quick. Hey,
That's
on the electronics, I want to give some good stuff for people on electronics, like the stuff you got, Brad. When I go sourcing and I find them, I don't even test them, plug them in or nothing. What I do is I see if the sold comp is worth parts of repair. If it's not worth buying for parts repair, I'll leave it there. I don't care if it works or not. If I can't at least get parts repair, make a profit on that, then I'll leave it. But, well, there is no buts. That's just what I do. But a lot of my electronics comes out of a dumpster. I'm not going to lie. A lot of them come out of a dumpster.
As soon as my website comes up for my proxy bid, I did pick up something that even parts of repair sells for $250. Working, it sells for way more than that. But I'm waiting for my proxy bid to come up, and it takes forever to come up. So,
and I will say majority of the stuff is not worth picking up for parts repair. There is 2 brands: Sony, Magnavox.
Blue Line.
There is another one. What is it? What'd you say, Teresa?
I said Blue Line.
Yes, Blue Line.
Magnavox.
No, that's Panasonic.
Panasonic Blue Line.
Yeah, Panasonic, Magnavox, and Sony. Those are the 3 that I definitely pick up for parts of repair. The other ones,
I think
I've never found one of those Blue Line ones that didn't work. So, and
I'm pretty sure I have some back in my drawer that haven't sold. So I need to go look at those.
Corey said he throws them away. Golly.
Well, there's some that, we've picked up. Like, I know there's a couple that we got at like our estate sale buyout or whatever that didn't work, and they weren't worth selling as parts either. So
No, I was joking about the $90 shipping, but I was joking about the $90 shipping, but I would seriously put them on the dollar auction just for calculated shipping if somebody's actually interested in them. So
do it, because there's somebody that's gonna.
What brands are they?
There's two Magnavox. I think there's 1 or 2 Sonys and maybe 1 Philips, and they're all combos.
You do local pickup?
You cannot do local pickup on the dollar auction.
Hey, the post office probably can deliver them cheaper than you can drive up here and get them.
You're probably right. Yeah, you're probably 100% right. Yeah.
I mean,
What was that, Leroy?
Brad's international with his Playmobil stuff, so you never know. Just give it another month or 2. He'll be coming to Atlanta again.
Yeah. Actually, there's
Clemson.
There's several lots of it in South Carolina that I've kind of been looking at. If it was a little bit bigger, I'd probably be looking to make those trips. But
where at in South Carolina?
I'll have to look. I can do that later, though. Go ahead.
I would look into Spartanburg, Greensboro, Greensville. Leroy, help me.
The only reason he wants you to look at
you
those
live
areas
in the state.
Yeah.
Greenville, Spartanburg, and Clemson area. Look in those 3 areas.
Because he wants you to drive all the way over here so he can get those for free. That's why he wants you.
Yeah. He's wanting that free shipping on it.
Yeah, that has nothing to do. All that has to do with is him profiting him, guys.
Look, John. Look. See his comment that John just said. He says, "Someone check Chris for a stroke." That's what my wife tells me every time I list up my words. She says, "Are you having a stroke?"
Be nice, awesome. Timmy. Be nice,
Timmy.
Okay, the piece that I have that sells for parts only is a task cam mixer.
Oh wow! Have you tried parting the pieces out? Oh
no, because I gotta check and see if it works. That's not mine. I haven't listed it yet because I just picked it up.
That thing you got right there. Look, is that y'all don't have that?
Yeah, I do.
What you're saying. All right, look. Listen. You could take that thing apart.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Listen.
If it doesn't work, you could take that thing apart and all them knobs and buttons and all the other stuff in it. You could sell it more than what you could sell that whole thing for parts of repair.
No, for the little pieces, it has all the little knobs and all the little things that are listed, including the little screens. They have listed for $199.99. I can sell the whole thing as a whole for $250 parts only.
And if it's working pre-owned, there is only the cheapest one is $399.99.
Is that plus shipping?
Yep. And it has 57 washers on it. So all I got to do is undercut them just a little bit.
And it may be that brand again, because I've come across some that if you and I've researched them, and if you just take the knobs and stuff on them, they sell more separately than it is whole for parts repair. But it could be just that brand. I pulled a I don't even remember the brand name, but I pulled a keyboard. The sucker was huge out of a dumpster. Look, out of a dumpster. I poured, when I turned it up, water came out of that sucker. All right. I took it apart and I laid it outside, split it in half and let it dry out and everything. I listed it on eBay for parts repair only, not working, untested. It doesn't work. I even put in the description, this does not work. I sold it for over $150. I pulled it out of a dumpster.
Okay. My mixer, by the way, Silver Hair Stacker, is not a food mixer. And I am not Corey's sugar mama. I'm just his working something that I can't say. But the last two that sold, one sold for $500 and one sold for $650 plus shipping. March 28th was the last one that sold for $500.
That was just the other day.
How do I
That is my high ticket eBay selling.
So I want to show you guys something. So how do I do this?
How much did you pay? How much did you pay for that, Teresa?
Let me see. Probably more than $50.
Cool.
I'm
Did you
not
find
a
it,
galley
Leroy?
wench.
Yeah.
What you
Go
got?
ahead, Leroy. What was your question?
So it's in the bottom. So you guys are talking about parts, right? So I bought
Custavera.
this lot of chainsaws, all broken, right? And you're like, oh, well, I don't want to ship a chainsaw. You take the bars off and you take the chainsaw. You don't even clean it. You put it in for parts and repair. That one sold for I paid $85 for all this, okay? That one sold for $115. That one sold for $80. That one
We didn't
sold for
see it.
$150.
We're not seeing anymore, Leroy.
Oh, man.
We only see one. The
Yeah,
one
we
for
only see one.
115.
So do I hold on. So what do I do?
You probably have to present your whole screen, maybe,
Yeah.
and then just click from tab to tab.
Make
Right.
yourself big, Leroy. Make yourself big.
It just showed
we
us
got
the one.
that-
Just
we
showed us
got
the
that one. That one didn't change. I don't know how to do it. I have to
It's okay. How many did you sell for what price?
listen. I want to shut them all. Don't cut me off, you jerk.
Wow. Oh, my whole heart is racing now.
I know because he hurt my feelings. He does that
Chris, apologize to Leroy.
because he does. He
Chris,
doesn't. Yeah.
apologize
wait a
to
minute.
Leroy.
Wait a minute. Have you ever sat and listened to Leroy pick on me all the time?
Yes, but Leroy's more
Okay.
sensitive, so apologize
Me
to
and
Leroy.
Leroy got that
Well,
going on.
Here's another one.
That was a good one. You paid for Hulk Smash. You paid for one in one sale. You
No,
paid
wait,
for
hold
all
on.
of them in one sale.
Hold on. This is the best one.
My computer's making all kinds of funky
While
noises.
he's finding it, are either one of you two in near Seneca, South Carolina?
Yes, I'm like 20 minutes from Seneca. No, I'm not even that far, are we, honey?
Oh wow, Leroy, that was awesome, dude.
Holy cow.
Holy
Porch
crap.
repair.
I sold over 8 of them already. I bought over 20 of them. I paid $85 for
Golly.
all. I paid $85 for all 20 of them.
Dang.
I haven't sold my motor yet either.
Now, Leroy, you putting those in the big totes and shipping them out?
I put them right. They fit right in the Dollar General totes that you get stolen off of Facebook.
Okay.
What? You steal them?
No,
you don't.
I buy them off of Facebook. I don't know where they're coming from. The guy says $5. He says, "You want 20?" I say yes. I said, "Okay."
So that's actually an unintended side effect of buying all these large Playmobil buys.
Lots of totes.
We have so many totes. I mean, like,
Oh, yeah.
I used to dream of having totes, and now I dream of getting rid of them.
I got friends that do storage units, and like they'll do like a day at the flea market, and they'll just do like 300 totes. They just got so many totes.
We did
Leroy,
with ours, and we
Triple
got
R
rid of a
wants-
bunch of them, but then we kept a lot of them.
Leroy Triple R wants to know if they're without the blade. If you sell them without the blade.
I take
I
the
like-
no, those didn't have blades, but yeah, I don't sell them with the blade. I take the blades off because they're just parts of repair. I used to clean them. I don't clean them no more. I don't got time for that.
Josh, you have been renamed instead of Rebellious Roads Resale. You are now Triple R.
Triple R.
Chris, I'm going to
Yeah.
give you some money to go buy this little lot in Seneca for me.
Why
I'll
don't
go
you
get
just
it.
You're
come
gonna go
down,
use
Brad?
that money to buy something else. Don't say
Brad,
that,
why don't you
Chris.
He'll be going down to the Sonic and get him a cherry limeade.
Cherry limeade lemonade.
To the Sonage.
No.
Sarah.
I won't be
It's Sarah,
going to
not
the
Josh.
Sonic for cherry lemonade. I will go to the Sonic for a cherry slushy with nerds in it.
Yeah,
Ew.
that's good.
I
Come
do
on.
want to say thank you to everybody. We got 22 people here. Thank you guys. It's all because of Teresa, but thank you
It's
guys.
not because of me.
See what happens? We improved the show, Leroy, and look what happens to our views. They go up.
Corey's
I'm
been
not taking credit for that. I was told I also don't get paid. So, this is a volunteer opportunity to the charitable donation.
Do you need money? I can send you some.
No. Somebody sent us, who was it? So on our way down to Omaha for the Plains Profit on Thursday, we went live for an hour while we were driving to Omaha, just because. And somebody sent us, I want to say it was like a $50 super chat. I'm like, seriously?
That's
yes, they did. I was there when they did that. That was nice.
I just don't think it's fair that Google gets half of it.
Oh my God. Yeah, Todd.
My belly. So if you guys want to hear something funny, so not to go back to Plains Profit, but go to Alicia Inc. Picker's channel, because as part of Plains to Profit, we do the ABCs of reselling. And so every letter has to be about reselling or something reselling related. And so you have to go check out her ABCs of reselling from Plains to Profit this year. It is hilarious.
The whole ABCs?
Yep. We got one of the bartenders to participate in our stuff.
Well, why are you hanging out near bartenders? I mean, that's not a good kind of party.
Actually, it was Hannah got the bartender to participate.
I got to check that out.
She ain't even old enough to drink.
I got to check that out. But personally, I'm waiting for the police sketch rendering of Corey's sexual harassment encounter.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh. That's a traumatizing bathroom experience.
Not only that, but as we were leaving on Sunday, I think it was on Sunday as we were leaving, Kyle and April. So Kyle is his traumatization buddy. He got on the elevator and he's like, yeah, they were talking about it. I'm like, seriously, you're talking about it like it's cool or something.
I just think Corey walking in and be like, oh, my eyes are burning. My eyes are burning.
It was bad. Okay, so I'll explain it. So Silver Hair Stacker appears to not know the drama.
But Todd don't know the drama.
Corey went in the bathroom at one of the restaurants we were at.
Imagine, if you will, a man's large buttocks.
Yeah. He went into the bathroom and he got in there. He really had to pee, but he looked over and there was a guy at the last urinal, bare butt, hairy bare butt with his pants down around his ankles, peeing. And so Corey's like, I really got to pee. So he just went. Well, then Kyle, one of the other people that was there, went in and he's like, dude. And he had to go pee too. So they were chatting about it.
That's hilarious.
That's
hilarious.
Corey has all kinds of luck in bathrooms, though.
You can't.
He went to one that did not have a stall on it. And there was some guy that was in there using the urinal, and Corey was in there taking a crap with some guy standing next to him at the urinal.
So. You guys can't talk like this. This isn't nice.
Why?
It was real life experience.
It was a trust. Corey has had nightmares since that night.
The vision of a grown man with his pants around his ankles like a 6-year-old kid in the elementary school bathroom is hilarious.
That's as bad as standing up.
That's how little kids do it. If y'all remember, boys, that's how the little kids did it back in grade school.
Yeah, they just drop trowel wherever and
that's
whip
as
it
bad
out.
As standing up to wipe.
You guys want to be mean and be not nice. I was at a casino and I'm standing at the urinal with a bunch of urinals, and a guy not next to me but next to me says, excuse me sir, you're peeing on my shoe. The guy next to him was peeing on his shoe. I was dying.
Corey, go ahead.
I was dying.
We're just going to get on the subject of Corey while he's using the public bathrooms, because he was sitting in a bathroom one other time, and all of a sudden, under the stall, come flying onto the ground, sliding into between his legs, was somebody else's cell phone.
Oh, nice!
Oh, wow!
They're like, "Can I have my cell phone back?"
You just take your foot and kind of.
I was like, "I'm getting it, big boy."
Hey,
Look at
so
Corey.
I,
Look at
I
Corey.
see the cell phone sliding in.
I'm gonna get yelled at when I go in the house. Just so y'all know, just for your pleasure, I'm gonna get yelled at when I go in
But
the
wait a
house.
minute. Wait a
I
minute.
go
You
upstairs. I
told
got a
us.
mattress and a pillow for you.
Y'all
What?
told us the story about the bathroom on your video, so he can't get mad at you for that.
No, but I told the other stories,
Oh,
Hey,
urinal stories with Pop.
you got to kick that phone back. I think the reason that phone slid is because that dude almost dropped it in the toilet and he was doing that whole
I think that's
thing,
yeah,
I think that's what it was.
trying to catch it.
yeah,
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Urinal stories with
Listen,
Pop.
guys,
That's great.
I gotta run because
Sure.
I'm still at the warehouse, and I wanted to make sure I stayed at least an hour because I don't want Teresa talking crap about me on her channel while she's looking over at her husband, and she'd be looking at us during the things. She's always looking over at her husband. And
I
looking
know
at
it's
look
just
at us
because
talk to us.
he's the one that talks all the time. So I'm just looking at him, and if I don't look at him, then I stay here like this, yawning, because he just talks too much.
Yeah, you it's not fair that you mean.
Oh, look.
Thanks for dropping in there, Leroy.
Yeah. Hey, Leroy, look. There's
Thanks,
your friend.
Leroy.
Jimmy!
There's Jimmy. Yeah.
Ah!
There's Jimmy.
Teresa, thank you. And I really did make sure I was here for an hour because I didn't want you to tear me apart.
I'm not gonna talk bad about you, Leroy. Well, besides that, I think I did the other day when I came into the show something about how you're not always here.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
You said it on your show. You said it on another show. Just like,
Oh, look.
yeah,
Teresa,
Leroy wants to
look.
show up.
Look.
I blame
So
Teresa.
Yeah, I blame Teresa too. Look at this comment. Oh no, we're being compared.
Oh, Lisa. Oh, we're gonna have to put Lisa in timeout. Lisa is in timeout. Somebody
Oh, my
make so
goodness.
she can't chat. No,
It's okay.
Well, the whole first half of the show was
Hey,
talking
look.
about reselling.
Look. We can't fault that toilet talk and urinal talk makes good conversation and funny content. We can't help
It
that.
doesn't because now I gotta go eat.
Hold on a minute. What'd you say, honey?
Look,
Farts are funny. Tammy said farts are funny.
Farts are well, they
Oh,
are.
thank you,
I mean,
thank you, John. We appreciate that for sure.
Not when you're in
Thank
the
you.
urinal. He's trying to give you the Wonder Twin
sorry,
power
Leroy.
activate.
There we go.
Kind of power
Hey,
you can
I'll tell you. Hey, I want to tell you a funny story. So I went used the
Come on.
restroom one time, and
Come
I was
on.
standing in the urinal, and there was
Waiting
a
on
guy
y'all. Waiting on
next
y'all
to me.
losers.
Ah, Teresa was wrong.
Waiting on the losers. Come on.
no,
Oh,
mine's
wait,
going
Lisa,
the
the
right
other
way.
way.
You guys
The other
said
way,
it the wrong
Teresa.
way.
Other,
No,
other
mine. And when I look at my camera, it's going the right way.
There
There
you
you're
go.
the right way.
Right.
There you go.
It's
Chris,
the
you're
wrong
still
way.
wrong. Chris, you're
What?
still wrong. Other way, Chris.
Move us around.
There you go.
Because
Yeah.
I'm going
Hey,
the
hold
wrong
on a minute.
way.
Hold on a minute. Here. Let's
If I
like
do it,
this.
there you go. Other way, Chris.
No, still wrong.
No, mine's the right way.
Brad, they're still wrong.
There. I got both.
Chris is over here. Chris over here like hawking up.
Nice Wolfman shirt
But
there.
hey, check this
Brad.
out. So this guy was sitting in the urinal, and I was in a restaurant. As a Mexican
I'm
restaurant, if I
leaving.
remember right. Look, no, listen, Leroy. This is funny. So the guy's sitting over there. He's in the stall, and there's another guy next to me, and this guy in the stall, he's just blowing wind bad, and it's bad. He's just, it's bad, right? Well, I'm sitting there, and I'm trying my best not to laugh. And this other guy standing next to me over here, he's just looking at me like, what? Like it's the most disgusting thing. Like it's just inappropriate. And I'm sitting over here trying not to laugh. So that guy walks out and the other guy does it again. And I says, man, I sure will not eat that ever again. Don't ever eat that again. He died laughing, man. But yeah, it just amazes me how people, don't think farts are funny.
Well, if you're in the bathroom, like you walk in the bathroom and people are like, oh my God, it stinks in here. It's a bathroom.
It's a bathroom.
See, I could go into another story, but my daughter would kill me, so I'm not going to go into the
Oh
story.
no, your
But
husband's
someday I
already
will.
going to kill you. You might as well tell it so your
See,
daughter can
I
get her
said
Well,
shot.
that's Corey. I don't want to embarrass Hannah too much. She might be watching. I don't know.
I say
Oh, so we
bathroom.
see who the favorite is now.
I say bathroom.
But what?
Bathroom.
Bathroom.
Bathroom?
Bathroom. Bathroom. That's what Tim says too. Tim says bathroom. Bathroom.
The
Bathroom.
worst fist
Bathroom?
bump ever.
It was. It was horrible.
So
That's because the way I look, right here when I do this, it's going to the center of the screen.
That's because you got to flip your
Hey.
camera.
Hey, seriously, just trying to do crap like this gives me such an appreciation for all those weather people on television who have to have the special
We're going here and here and here.
here, and everything's like flipped on them, and they're like,
I don't even
We'll
know
see
how
this
to.
this strong cell here moving up towards Omaha.
can I ask you guys why? I don't know if it's in your area.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
Jimmy's getting in on it now. He said toilet.
No.
Toilet.
In
I
my
probably
area, in my area, am I the only one, or is it everybody? There's always a news person that's pregnant. Direct the weather, get out of the bedroom. I feel
Who
like
watches
they're
the
always
news?
pregnant.
Well, they only work an hour a day. What are they supposed to do with the rest of their time, Leroy?
Yeah, Leroy.
Do you guys notice that, or is it just me?
It's just you because I don't watch the weather. I don't watch the news.
Chris, you watch our news.
Yeah.
They're always
That's because you
pregnant.
guys are old.
Are they
Only
all
old
pregnant?
people watch the news.
Huh?
Oh,
I
wow.
don't-
You just used the O word, guys. She
Yeah.
used the freaking O word.
How do we blank her out? How do we? All right,
There, I'll do
I
it
gotta head.
myself. I'll put myself in timeout.
No, we appreciate you. The show's better with you now. If you weren't here, I wouldn't be here.
Why not, Leroy?
Did you come last weekend, last week, Leroy?
Because she publicly shamed him. That's why.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's here for over an hour because I told him he doesn't come very often. So.
Not being on the show is now referred to as pulling a Leroy.
Yeah.
They say to me on Reselling Information Network, I'm sorry, guys. I got other things going on. I got 3,000 items upstairs that I need to look at and not list.
Yeah, Leroy.
Yeah.
I need to go shopping and buy more stuff that I'm not going to list.
Just need to go shopping in your upstairs.
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta go look if I should take this Sunday off to go to the flea market.
Oh wow.
It's supposed to rain in our area.
Sorry, Corey.
It's all indoors at our area, so I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, I keep saying I'm leaving. That was like a half hour.
Bye,
ago.
Leroy.
All right. Bye, Leroy. Appreciate you
Peace
coming
out.
by, buddy.
Corey, where'd you learn how to spell? How do you spell bus? Everybody spell bus.
B-U-T-T.
B-U-S.
Corey, man, I'm sorry. Look, Corey, I feel your pain, man.
So hold on,
Tammy
though,
does me
because
the
you know
same way, brother.
You know the best piece is he has not had to deal with me hardly at all this morning. We packed together, and then I got into the vehicle and I drove to get my auction stuff. I drove to get my Goodwill stuff because I bought something on GoodwillAuction.com and shop Goodwill. And then I came home and I came right out here to list some of my stuff. Went in the house to make supper and came right back out here. So I haven't seen him hardly at all today.
You
so
made
he can't
supper?
complain.
You made supper.
I did.
I can't leave. Look, I can't leave the house 5 minutes without Tammy falling on the floor. She reached out. Look,
Tammy,
no,
I
it's
will
not.
not call adult social services if you smack Chris. It's
She
okay.
can't hear you. She can't hear you, Teresa. She cannot hear
I
you.
need to. Hey, Tammy, I need your phone
Tammy!
number.
She can. Teresa says she needs your phone number. What? I'm not saying it
I'm not
live.
a kitchen wench either.
Hush. I'll send it in the private chat. Where's the private chat?
I was gonna make jokes about a woman who knows her place, but I've heard the way she talks to Corey, so
Yeah.
it's not working out. Oh man.
I'm not a wench. I do know how to cook, and I cook most of the time because normally the next day I clean up after myself, not the day of. That's too much work.
Salisbury steak is not cooking, Teresa.
There you go,
We had
Teresa.
pizza tonight.
It's in the private
You
chat.
called
Teresa.
that cooking? You stuck
It
it in
was
the
cooking
oven.
today.
The oven did all the work.
That's a
But see-
microwave dinner.
But see, I
That's
bought
not.
all my groceries for this weekend while we're at the axe throwing business too. So we're having pork chops one night. We're having air fried chicken wings, and then we're having chicken macaroni and cheese.
Thank you, Major Win. Appreciate it.
Hey, Doug. Doug's
Yeah, I
So
need
that's
to learn
Doug?
some of these people's names because I don't know who he is.
Hey, so Major Win is Doug.
Okay.
That's Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Yes.
All right.
No,
All right,
TV
I got
dinners.
it.
We do not do TV dinners. We have not done TV dinners since my kids were little.
I
That's
used
gross.
to do TV dinners when I was little too. I used to like the Salisbury steak that had the corn and the mashed potatoes, and it had that brownie like in the middle, or
Yeah.
the brownie in the middle of it. Man, when I was growing up, that was my favorite meal. Man, I couldn't.
Y'all must,
Man,
y'all must have been rich actually having TV dinners. Like for us, it was like Mom would be like, "We got a can of biscuits, some tomato paste, and some Velveeta cheese. We're having pizzas tonight, y'all."
awesome.
No, see, we didn't have we didn't eat TV dinners when I was a kid, but my kids ate them. We didn't have that.
Hey, Mike.
Whatever.
Yeah. What's up, Mike?
Oh, Tara, no. We don't do hamburger helpers either. We have
Yes,
we have
hamburger
over the
helper's
last
the
few
best.
years, but no.
Oh man, hamburger helper
No.
is awesome.
And I don't do tuna helper because I don't like tuna, but I will take tuna helper and add shredded chicken to it. That's good stuff.
Mm. You know, my favorite meal from my grandmother was fried chicken, fried okra, corn on the cob, mashed potatoes and gravy, and cornbread. Sweet tea.
I don't
That was
never
my
had okra.
favorite meal.
You know
What?
what?
You
had
never
to
had
eat-
fried okra?
No,
Your
that sounds gross.
grandma,
Teresa.
your grandmother sounds like a proper Southern woman. I bet she knew who George Jones was.
Okay,
If
so
we didn't
Corey,
have,
hold on.
if we didn't have a fried okra, we had greens.
I ain't eating collard greens either.
What?
That's like eating cooked spinach. That looks like
What
vomit.
what about turnip greens?
No.
Teresa.
So I have to call out Corey because he's giving me crap. So
Oh,
when we
what's he-
first got married years and years ago, when we first
I
got
eat
married,
fried
I was 18 years old. 18.
Well,
When
we
we got
heard you
married,
stalk. Wait a minute, we heard you stalk Corey too. So
Yeah, I did, but that's a whole nother story. You can go to our channel and watch that whole story.
yeah.
But I decided one night I was gonna cook like a real person, like a real wife. And I made chicken, fried chicken. Only I did not fry it long enough. So I served him raw chicken in the middle.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
gosh.
You're trying to kill him right away. I
Right?
like it.
What is going on?
Do-
Like
do
my
y'all-
whole thing is like my eBay is going crazy with offers right now.
Well,
That's
that's
great.
good. That's a good thing.
That's good. That's a
Do
good.
y'all
thing.
realize? Do y'all realize that like Leroy put the spirit of food on us because like from the moment he left, all we've talked about is food.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Butter
So,
makes
Doug,
everything better.
Doug, on so wait a minute. So wait a minute, Teresa. On New Year's Day, your
Uh-huh.
New Year's meal. What do you eat?
Whatever's around the house.
Now, see
I don't make a
around
special
here.
meal for New Year's.
Yeah. For around here, we eat turnip greens, black eyed peas, cornbread, and
Oh, nope. I ain't eating the peas either. And what'd you say for pork?
pork.
Just pork, like pork
Just
chops,
pork.
pulled pork,
Pork chops.
roast.
Yeah, pork chops most time. But see, the collard greens represents dollar bills. The black eyed peas represents pennies. So if you eat a whole bunch that first day of the year, guess what you're making that whole year?
Well, then I ain't
Dollar.
making crap.
It's also
I
the
had to catch myself.
so Tanya's
Look at this.
Tanya's family did the turnip greens. If you do turnip greens because of the green,
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
beginning of the year.
I will eat some regular peas or some green beans in place of the other stuff you guys mentioned, but I ain't eating none of that other stuff.
Triple R eats cabbage with a dime in it. I'm gonna have to try that next year. Sausage, black eyed peas, and cornbread. Golly,
Yuck.
man, it's what?
I like cornbread. I ain't eating peas. I don't eat
I
beans.
bet you eat three bean. I bet you eat three beans. What is that? Three
No.
bean salad. You
Nope.
eat three bean salad, don't you?
Nope.
Do you even know what grits is?
They were discussing it at Plains Profit this weekend. I said it's like nasty oatmeal.
Grits? No, grits is nothing like oatmeal.
Or like not oatmeal, like cream of wheat. I don't eat grits either.
Yeah. I don't eat oatmeal, but I eat grits. I'll eat up some good old grits.
Liver. So JP just brought up eating liver as a kid. I ate liver as a kid, but I didn't really eat liver. I just buried it in ketchup and then ate the ketchup.
Yeah, I don't eat liver at all. I was tricked when I was a kid of eating chicken liver. I was told it was a chicken nugget, and I ate it, and I about died. I thought I was going to die.
Do you eat gizzards?
Good old Uncle Broughton. Huh?
Do you eat chicken gizzards?
No.
Really?
No. Tell me, what can you not, wait a minute, tell me what you cannot eat on a pig.
I don't, the hoof?
Mm-mm.
I can tell you what I
that
don't
too.
want to eat in a pig.
You can't eat the oink on a pig. You can eat everything else but the oink.
Okay, that's dumb.
That's not
I
dumb.
just
I don't eat
I
Rocky
rebooted
Mountain.
the-
Hey, do you guys know what Rocky Mountain oysters are?
Look, PG even said the same thing. Look, she knows what I'm talking about. The oink.
I don't know what that means. That went.
Dude, I am
Don't you
pretty
live on a
sure-
farm?
No, I live on a acreage.
You know, the pig goes oink, oink.
Yeah, I know pigs go oink oink.
You can't eat the oink.
That's because the oinks aren't like.
It's a sound.
You
Yeah,
can eat
okay.
everything else. You can eat everything else, Teresa.
I'm pretty sure the oink and everything else you can't eat of a pig is in viney weenies. So
Is in what? Vienna
Viney
weenies?
weenies.
Yeah,
Vienna
weenies.
sausages?
we
Viney
call them
sausages.
viney. We call them viney weenies around here.
No,
I
we
don't
call
eat
them
those
Viney
either because
sausages.
that sounds
What?
disgusting.
Well, it's just like eating a hot dog, except it's smaller.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It is not just like a hot dog.
Yes.
No.
Anything
Same
that comes
material.
in anything that comes in like some kind of weird juice. You don't eat that kind of meat.
You don't drink the beanie weenie juice, man?
Show?
Oh God, you drink it?
Yeah,
Oh man, I
you pour
just
it on
threw
your
up in my
crackers.
mouth. I just
You
threw up
pour
in
it
my
on your
mouth,
soda
man.
crackers. You put it on the soda crackers, man.
That would
When
make
I
them
was a
soggy.
kid,
I don't
when
put
I-
crackers in soup because I don't like soggy crackers.
when
Chris
I
is
was a
like,
kid, when I was a
"You got
kid,
any potted meat
my
and
grandpa
soggy
used to take
crackers
me
in that
down. My
Hmm.
grandpa used to take me down to the river, and we'd have beanie weenies, soda crackers, and Viney sausage. That was our lunch.
We used to go down to the
Vienna?
river. Mm.
What'd you say, Timmy?
With some potted meat and soda crackers. Mm.
People know what soda crackers are. You the only one that don't know what a soda cracker is.
We
Those
used to
are
have soda
called
crackers all the
saltines?
time. Mm.
What'd you say,
Saltine
Teresa?
crackers?
Yeah, saltines.
Saltine crackers, not
Yeah.
soda crackers.
No,
They're
they're soda
saltines.
crackers.
Soda crackers is good.
What about biscuits, Brad?
Okay, that's even more gross, JP. That's disgusting. Like,
What do you
I don't
say?
know who, I know people down south eat chicken feet, but that's gross. Like, there's nothing on it. So what are you doing? Chewing bones?
Yeah, JP's right. JP's right.
Yuck.
So, Teresa, do you eat frog legs?
No,
Why not? Oh my gosh.
no.
You eat-
Corey
you eat
eats
chicken.
squirrel too, and I don't eat that.
You eat fried chicken, don't you?
Yeah. But I know that's a chicken, not a slimy little frog.
It tastes just like chicken. Brad, what are you doing? You all right over there?
I reckon I'm doing pretty good.
What's that?
Oh.
No.
See, now here in South Dakota, you can see cow
Do I need
tongue
to?
at the grocery store, which is gross too.
Have you never seen Sling Blade, Chris?
Hold on.
He just put the finger in my face.
I got yelled at for doing the finger to you over the D word in
Hey. Chris just did the. Well, both of us. If he hadn't seen Sling Blade, not only is he not Southern, He's not
Nope.
American.
I don't know what dim sum is, but I also am
Right.
not eating chicken
All right.
feet.
Okay, how about yes, I have seen Sling Blade.
Then why are you asking what I'm doing for?
Well, I know the sound, but whatever else you was doing over there with the head and all that. I didn't. Hey, did you know that Iceman passed away yesterday?
Yes.
I do.
I hated that.
One of my favorite movies of all time is Tombstone. I loved his Doc Holliday. It was fun.
Yes. Yeah.
I may have watched it. I just don't remember because I don't do good with remembering movies.
A spinach and bean burrito.
No, that's disgusting.
Ew.
You don't know about that, Leroy. I'm your Huckleberry. Yep.
Yeah.
My Johnny Ringo. You look like somebody just stepped over your grave.
And, you know, Corey says we all saw Top Gun 2. We all knew it was coming. You know, I asked Tammy when he passed away, I says, you mean that wasn't like part of the movie? I didn't know he was that sick. I didn't know he was that sick. I thought it was just part of the movie.
No, he's been bad for a long time. So, yeah.
John said Paul Wall passed away, the guy from Neely Video. I don't know who that is at all.
Nelly? It's Nelly.
Nelly.
Like,
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a singer.
Oh. Okay.
Who was it?
Yep.
Paul Wall?
March.
Was that the
Paul
one
Wall,
with
the
the
rapper.
Jeff Gordon? Is that the song with the Jeff Gordon?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Paul Wall.
Paul
He was
Wall.
an American rapper and DJ.
Nice. A Houston rapper.
I don't watch any rappers. I do watch Tom McDonald, though, occasionally.
Yeah, you watch him because he likes your boy Trump.
Well,
We're not,
he's got
no
some.
politics. No
What's
got
up,
some-
Wolfman? Hey, by the
Oh,
way, Wolfman.
hey,
look right
Wolfman, look right here. Look right here,
No,
Wolfman.
other way, Chris.
Other way,
Other
Chris.
way.
It's
Other
on
way.
this side of the screen.
Over
There you
there,
go.
though. There you
Whichever-
go.
On my screen.
when
On
you're
my
looking at
screen,
the-
it's right here.
When you're looking at the
On my screen, it's over there.
when you're looking at
Hold
the
on.
screen, whichever way it is, point the other direction.
Just hold on one
Call me
second.
George Foreman because I'm selling everybody grill.
Come on.
Oh, the Iceman Paul Wall got my teeth gleaming like a disco ball.
So, in
Is
case
he
y'all,
singing words from a
Is
song
it
or
right?
something?
Am I doing it right this time?
Now you're right. Now it's
Probably
right.
See, I had to flip my screen around. Now it's like weird.
or you could just point the opposite of how you see it on your screen. There's that.
Wolfman, check this out right here.
See, now
Yeah.
I mirrored myself, so now I have to do it the right way.
So the backstory on that real quick is Chad left a really big super chat like 2 weeks ago, and we meant to do this last week and just didn't happen. But he literally has paid for this show to be on the air for the next however long it is. I don't know, Chris.
2
You're
months.
gonna pay some bills. 2 months.
2 months. 2 months.
Thank you.
So
Sure
thank
did.
you, Chad, Wolfman's Goodies. We'll put his link in the chat. You guys go check out Wolfman's YouTube channel, store, everything.
Shut up, Corey.
Yeah, like, Corey. What are you doing? Corey, are you busy?
No, he cannot come in here. This is my thing, not his.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Oh
Wow.
Okay.
He
Territorial.
has his own.
She put the
He has
smack down.
two of his own.
Yes, he does.
Well, no, because
Yes, he does.
I jump in on the one on Tuesday. So
Yeah. But
I'm gonna drop that in the chat, guys. Y'all give Chad a subscribe, a like,
yes.
just for the next 2 months. All right. Let's see.
he
Let's
gets
do
the one little thing that rolls across the screen one time.
Here we go. This is for Todd.
Even the mating turtles.
Corey kicked me out of the shop for Tuesdays. He says I can't participate in the reseller therapy.
What?
He told right there. He says, "Yes, Teresa has to stay out of the shop on Tuesdays now.
Oh.
I can't be in the shop for reseller therapy."
Oh my goodness.
Guess he's
Oh, my
going to have to do some work on Tuesdays then,
Oh wow.
right?
Yeah, but Corey, I think you're hurting yourself, man, because then now you got to do the work. Oh my
Oh,
goodness. Did we drop the Marsha dropped a link to that earlier, didn't she?
Yes. Yeah. I didn't want to presume that,
Oh.
presume with an E on it. Sorry. I missed the either. I didn't want to presume on Marsha, but yeah, she would have been on it. It looks like if I hadn't got it. So yeah. You pee on your post, I'll pee on mine. It goes back to the urinal stuff again. All right.
We are not discussing urinals again. Come on.
Holy cow.
And
you guys are great.
Girls don't mark their territory like that.
Well,
There's
they mark their territory?
thousands of men out there will just beg to disagree. Y'all mark your territories in hundreds of ways.
Hundreds
of
ways.
Oh, how's that, Brad? Come on, spill the beans, Brad.
I'm just saying, y'all put y'all's evil voodoo on us. Mark your territory that way.
Is that so? I'm gonna tell Tanya you're talking crap about her.
Hey man, what's Wolfman talking about here?
I've been under her spell for a long time.
Who else?
I have not seen it, Wolfman.
I
get notified of people going live on eBay.
I haven't really looked. So like auction style, like live auction style.
Yeah, they have it, but I haven't seen it on the app yet.
I haven't updated my app in a while either, so
that's probably why I haven't seen it either. Yeah. So let's see.
I have to say, so one of my goal to watch on our eBay store is to watch our reviews. We just hit 3,000 reviews on our eBay store.
Nice.
We have a 33% feedback rate. So out of all of our orders, 33% of them leave us feedback.
I'll tell you what. Nice. One of the things that I don't like personally about eBay's feedback system is like, so back in like for example, in December we sold, I think it was like, well, what I tell you it was that day, Chris, like 30 or 40 items or something to one person, but you just get one feedback when they leave it.
Mm-hmm.
No, we've had them leave it on multiple things.
No, I mean it'll show like,
but you only see one.
But it only counts as one on your actual feedback.
So Marsha,
well, I'm glad y'all get feedback.
If you're talking about the percentage, what we do is we go and look at our total items sold, and no, let me rephrase that. We look at how many reviews we have and divide that by the total number of sales that we've had, and that will give you your percentage of feedback reviews.
Hey, Chris, do you put a thank you card in your stuff?
No.
Sir,
I do.
Make up a thank you card and put it in there. You'll get more feedback. Guarantee it.
Yeah, we do. We have one in there that says, thank you for buying from us, whatnot. We appreciate it. And then here's our QR code to our link tree.
So what's the number like when you go to your store? Hold on, I'll get back to it.
While you're looking for that, you're welcome, Lisa.
When you look at your seller hub, you got your name and you got this number in parentheses with a star.
Yeah, that's your feedback.
That's probably the number, or the number of items sold. Let's see. Let me.
So that's the number. That's the number of feedback you got.
Hold on, let me look.
Just a minute. Let me go to my. Yeah, let me get to mine.
Buck Mountain Barn. What number are you seeing?
924.
That's your feedback.
I'm guessing your reviews.
Yeah.
So you have a pretty good feedback. You have a 33% too, because you have 2.9 thousand things sold. So right under 3,000 sold. And if you have 900 reviews, that's almost a 33% feedback.
Oh, okay. Well, I got mine set up to where if somebody sends me positive feedback,
we do the same thing.
I automatically send them positive feedback. And then if you send me positive feedback, I automatically send them a 20% off coupon for the next visit to the store. Now, if you don't give me any feedback at all, after 30 days, I go give them feedback and then I send them a 10% off coupon. I wait after 30 days because that's when the return thing's over with.
So hold on, Leroy, go to your eBay store, look at how many feedback you have, and then look at how many sales you have and take the first number divided by the second number. And JP did leave me a freaking awesome review, just so you know. He bought my little mailbox, but he left me a very, very cool review.
Hey, what's Wolf Man talking about? Staples, $20 for 500 cards.
See, we get ours printed at Vistaprint and we order them by the 1,000. So we order 1,000 of them at once and they're double-sided. But I think, oh, I don't know where my one went. I have one from a girl that we bought something from. Oh, here it is. That I think we're going to drop down and do like business card style going forward. Oh, I'm sorry, JP. Your pronoun is she.
Janet
Is
is
it really?
Janet. JP is Janet.
JP
Oh,
is
I'm
Janet.
sorry. I'm sorry.
So that is one downside to leaving automatic feedback for people who leave you positive feedback. Is there are some people I would love to, like some of our customers, even regular
Right.
customers. I'd love to leave feedback for, but I'm not going to switch it just because for the few. But I wish there's
yeah,
some I'd
see-
like to do it myself.
They just do these little cards, little business cards. And this one says, thank you so much for your purchase. I hope it makes your day just as much as your order made mine. If you love your item, please leave a review. We do. When we send out our thank you cards, it also has a discount code on there for them to use or share with a friend. So sorry, I'm reading comments.
I am too.
Oh my God, Red Relic. How many sales do you have?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's
Almost
crazy.
30,000. Wow.
Yeah.
That is
That's
good,
great.
Sarah. That's good. Good. That's
John,
our goal
how
is
long-
to just
John,
that
how
many.
long you been selling on eBay? How long you been selling on eBay? If he tells me 30,000 a year, I'm just gonna quit. I'm just gonna quit.
That should inspire you, Chris. That should inspire you.
Yeah.
He has
Oh,
sold
man.
59,000 items.
Who,
Nice.
John has?
Yes.
That's good.
So
yeah.
he has almost a 50% feedback.
Mhm.
Okay, so he's been doing this since 1999, though. So he's been doing it.
March
Awesome.
25th,
Yeah.
1999.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's wow. Yeah. Good job, man.
But here's the other kicker. So he's been selling since then, and he only has 1.4 thousand followers. So he has 1,400 people who follow his store,
Mhm.
right? Now I got to figure out how to get back to mine.
You gonna flex here? Is that what's fixing to
Yeah,
happen?
I am.
She's fixed
I
this. She's gonna
am.
break out the measuring stick.
I
We
got to
got
figure out how
500
to get to my crap
we got-
again.
We got 563 followers.
I ain't got but 203.
We have 1,300 followers.
Wow.
And we've only been on here since 2020.
Do you think? I'm not throwing shade on this, by the way. You think it's because of the YouTube channel? You think
I don't
that's
think
part of
so because
Don't
we
think so?
don't have very many
it? Viewer sales.
viewer sales. We've only had a few, and I think a majority of them that came through when we were getting them were when I was trying to fill out my states for getting all my US. I'm not even reading his crap because I don't want to know. But we did that. But we don't have a lot of viewer sales, but we have a lot of people because I sell kind of like you and your Playmobil. We sell, I sell Barbies, I sell Littlest Pet Shop, we have a lot of people that come back and buy that stuff. So
Am I reading this right? Is he saying they've had Kim Kardashian leave feedback on their page?
Thanks, Kim Kardashian. Our feedback is amazing.
Yeah, that's great. I think people appreciate the sense of humor. That's nice.
Thanks. That's awesome.
Okay. Leroy says he has 9,000 items sold. Now, how many feedback do you have? Unless I missed that before.
I don't know.
I got Leroy's things saved. I could probably look. Let's see. Get to that page. Let me get to that page. So
But yeah, it's the weird things that you figure out, about your selling and the different things. Cause like we have 165, I think last year we had 165 repeat customers. So just to see more people come back and buy from us, and very few of those I'm sure are repeat seller or are viewer sales.
Leroy, you still in here?
I know.
I'm waiting for him to tell me what his feedback is, unless Brad's going to pull it up.
I know I got Leroy's saved here. I'm just trying to find
Leroy,
it.
if you're still in here, and easily, man, they got $10 for these shelves. I don't have any room for them. My daughter just sent these to me. There's a whole bunch of them.
Corey. Okay, I got to read Corey's. He says, none of this is important regarding eBay. the dollarauction.com is the future.
Yeah, the nice plug cord.
My feedback
You
is
put the
8,000.
you can put the link in here. Here, look, we can do it like this.
What? Okay, hold on. Is his eBay store Blood, Sweat, Self?
I'm here. He's got 9.9 items sold. Just a second, let me click on it. It don't actually have the feedback thing there. Come here, you. Pop up. Let's go. Well, dadgummit. Does it spread out if I do this? Come on, guys.
Look at this.
4,669.
So he's at about 50%. So that's pretty good. That's actually really good.
It's real good. Yeah. Yep.
Look at that.
My husband says I don't have to be so extra. I still have racing you. Oh, that's super cool, Lisa.
Yeah. Hey,
We
people
used to do
appreciate that.
Yeah,
we used to
that's
do
pretty good.
handwritten, but even now, if you look back at some of our reviews, the people say the thank you note and the sticker was like icing on the top for them to get. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, people appreciate that stuff. That's one of the things I do. Like sometimes when we're sitting in here doing the show, I've got a stack of our cards sitting here, actually signing thank you and with our names on them. So
I do that. No, I can't say that. I do also sign mine, but I'm the only one that
What happened? Do y'all hear that?
I hear it. Is that you? Yeah.
It's Teresa's mic. It's
Teresa.
Teresa's mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true, Todd. I did leave positive feedback. It's the best pee I ever got on the floor mat.
What, honey?
Yeah. I think that was
Quit blaming stuff on Teresa.
it's time to quit. Sound.
All right, it's
We
going
went to
down
the
here.
buzzer. We went to the buzzer, guys.
Is that what it was? The buzzer?
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay.
My
Mike
wife
said,
said quit blaming. My wife said quit blaming Teresa for everything.
Mike said since we're comparing stats, he
Good
sold
job, Mike.
5K items, 500 followers, 2,500 feedback. And I send thank you notes and communicate with each buyer at
Oh.
least 4 times during the course of the sale. Wow.
Nope.
That's
What?
That's super extra. That's super extra. So you want to hear a story? I'm gonna tell you a story quick. So I sold a pair of $130 what were they? New Balance shoes. They were brand new. Had them listed for like 225. But they sat for a while. So finally somebody came in and offered me $130 and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. You're just gonna wear them and I only paid $15 for them, so I'll let them go. So I shipped them the beginning of March. No, the 10th or 11th, 14th of March, something like that. They went MIA on the 19th. Did not hear anything from them. So the lady messaged me and said, hey, I didn't, these shoes are stuck somewhere. Can you look into it? She didn't open a case. She just said, hey, I said, I'll open a missing package. We'll go from there, see what happens. And she was very patient throughout the whole thing. I got reimbursed from USPS and they were delivered on the 31st of March.
Oh, wow. Look, let me tell you something crazy that happened to me. So I had a guy that ordered a pair of Lucky Brand jeans. And in my description, I took pictures, good pictures of it. And then, of course, sometimes the men jeans, the corners on the pockets, they wear a little bit. Well, when he got them, he wasn't happy with the material of the item. And then he pointed out that stuff too. So he opened a return, which was no big deal. So I accepted the return. Before I got the return back, he left me positive feedback on my store saying, unfortunately, I had to return these items and no issues here with returning them. And I didn't even refunded him yet. So I was just like, wow, that's pretty cool.
So now that you were talking earlier about the eBay Live thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got it.
Where's it at?
Right over here. right here.
Is that
Huh.
like
Right now,
on the front?
Huh.
Right now,
Let me-
it's in the
you know-
spot where selling used to be. So I went to go click on it to look at an offer or whatever, and I clicked on eBay Live.
Well, I see on the homepage. It's right there.
I don't
eBay.
see
Yep.
nothing.
You have to go to
Oh,
like
your
the homepage, not your
homepage.
stats.
It's showing.
Ah,
right there.
yes. Okay. Yeah, I see it now.
It'll show you everybody that's currently live on eBay.
So where's the option to do this yourself?
Yeah, that's my
I
next
have no
question.
clue.
Not that I want to. I was just
I do.
I don't think I would. I don't know if I would on eBay.
I gotta find somewhere where I can start my auctions off at $2.
Shut up. That's $1. Oh, so
There's
we had one lady. I don't know if I talked about that. We had one lady that right before Planes to Profit, she went in and put in a whole bunch of like $4 starts and $25 starts.
Yeah.
And then she messaged Corey and he's like, you can't do these they have to start at $1. And then she started talking about she wanted to do a spinny wheel, like a chance, spin the wheel for a chance. And we're like, you
That's
can't
just
do that. Gambling. You can't do that. So she finally was like, well, I guess now that I read that back, I guess that is kind of gambling. I get where you're coming from. So Corey went in and kicked her out of our dollar auction because we don't want to take a chance of her running a live and doing it. And what are you doing?
Block.
get her out of here.
Get
Get
it
her
out.
out
And
of
so
here.
but if you kick somebody out, so Chris, you have your Hatify. If you kick somebody out of your store or your whatever your store, they can still message you.
Block them.
So she messaged Corey after she was kicked out. And she's like, I went in to go start some auctions on there and I can't list anything. I promise I won't do any gambling on there. He just ignored her.
So I've actually got a question. Have you restarted any auctions that ended on there yet?
I have.
Corey has. Have you, Chris?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay.
I don't mean that in a bad way. Let me rephrase what I was saying. I don't like how the system works in order to do
There's
it.
not a lot of people that do, but
So, but
My question, so
Go
with
ahead,
the old dashboard, I didn't have any
Mhm.
trouble with this. With the new dashboard, I can't set up. The only option I have is to duplicate the listing, but then it
Yep.
starts immediately when I hit
Yep.
duplicate the listing. I can't
Yep.
you
can't
set my
edit it.
time. Yeah.
you can't edit it.
You
Yeah.
can't edit it once it goes live. You
Well,
can't edit it.
let's just put it this way. I know that anytime something comes up, Corey has been very diligent on messaging Ivan over on the platform. You like
So
that?
have I.
On the platform.
The platform known as District.
Known as what? The dollarauction.com. Is that what you
Death
said, Brad?
Death Pile is paying me to say these things. So
I bet he is, isn't he?
It wouldn't
He's the one
surprise
that
me
came
one
into
bit.
our Discord and decided to tell me that I shouldn't have wagged my finger.
Wag your finger.
I thought that was funny when he
So-
said that. When he said that in their show about what was that about? I feel sorry.
I
for the
don't watch their
gentleman
show.
He said something. I feel sorry for the gentleman that married that. I was mowing my dad's yard. I about fell off the lawnmower.
Oh
So,
my God.
but yeah, Corey has been, I mean, we as the dollarauction.com have been testing the limits of their stuff because not very many people only do static auctions. They all will do an auction for whatever, or for their live or whatever, but they don't do static auctions. So as we've seen stuff come up and it's been causing issues, we've been going back to Ivan and being like, this isn't going to work. Somebody's got to work on this. So
So
they have been
So
bumping
here's
us up
what
to the head of the line for part of that.
Here's what I've been doing, Brad. So you're right. You're absolutely 100% correct. With the old dashboard, it worked perfectly. You could do whatever you want to do and then relist it. So when I first started at dollarauction.com, dummy me decided to put my items up for 7 days. Well, I've quickly learned that was a bad move. I need to do it for 3 days. So now every item that has ended, expired, okay, I have to go in and delete that and redo the listing for 3 days. I can't edit it, but if you're happy with how the listing is and it ends, of course, you could just hit duplicate and it automatically goes live. There's no editing, but I have messaged Ivan also And he has told me, I've been trying to send him a video because he keeps asking me for the video, and I keep trying to send him a video, a screen recorder of what's going on, because he's not quite understanding what I'm trying to tell him. Because he sent me a video that showed that you can edit it, and I tried the exact way that he did it, and it doesn't work for me.
So on the old platform, you could. So whenever you guys first started the dollarauction.com, I actually took some listings that I had in other marketplaces, moved them over to the dollarauction.com marketplace, duplicated them, and set them all for like a single start time. But as soon as they took the old dashboard away,
Yep.
I cannot do that anymore. I can't do it. Yep.
I think you can still move them back to your other thing and edit them.
But
don't quote me on it because I don't list anything on there.
I tried to do that there too, and I thought, okay, I'll duplicate it so that I can, you in the past you duplicate it and then you'd set it like you're just doing a new listing and then publish it.
Yeah.
When you hit duplicate, no matter what platform it's on, if you hit duplicate in the new dashboard, it just goes live.
It goes live, and with it being an auction, you cannot edit an auction once it goes live. So that's the issue. If you was allowed to edit it before you duplicated it, or if you was allowed to edit and then list it, like if you go into expired and you go over there and you click on the item and you got edit, if it allowed you to edit and then relist it, there wouldn't be an issue. But they don't give you that option. It just gives you duplicate, and then you don't get an option to edit it at all because it just automatically goes live.
I'll tell you what I haven't done. I'll try it right now. If you can see expired listings on the actual mobile app. Let me see.
Red Relics, we're talking about the dollarauction.com.
The dollarauction.com, where everything has to be listed on an auction starting at $1. And we do lives as well.
Yeah.
Can you not see expired listings on the
I don't even know how to maneuver in that thing other than
they don't have the dashboard set up on your phone yet. It's just on the computer.
No, you've got a seller dashboard. It's just not
no, it's the fulfillment part. I'm sorry, it's the fulfillment part that's not set up.
Yeah,
I don't know how to do on there. I know how to ship. That's all I know how to do.
I can't see any expired. You can't see expired listings. It doesn't look like on the app.
No, I haven't found them.
I just saw the private message with Tammy's number. I was joking, right? But hey, I'll message her bad things about Chris all the time now that I have Tammy's phone number.
Oh wait, no, there is. There is. If you click the filter on the My Listings, there's a one for expired. All right, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this.
Let me go to that, Brad. That's something I need.
Okay, I bet you can do it from here because when I click on the listing, it just goes to edit listing. And let's see. Will it let me? It won't let me edit the auction settings.
It won't let you take it out of the. Okay, yeah. So check this out. So I have a listing right now, and I did exactly what you did, Brad. But it's in a live auction status, so it will not let me take it out of the live auction and put it into a static listing. Static auction. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it'll let you do it the other way if you start it as a static listing. I think it will. Don't quote me because I honestly don't know.
That's what I did on all the ones I put on there at first.
And then switch them over to a static auction.
Yeah. But
look at this. John. He said he's just kidding.
No, we actually spent a lot of time talking about reselling in the beginning. Then we had 5 minutes of inappropriate talk about urinals. And now we're just saying, come shop at the dollarauction.com.
Yeah. Chris is, oh my gosh, look at this.
Dude, I am never speaking to you again. Ever.
Look, Brad, look. Brad,
what do we got?
I don't. No, Brad, you are DEAD to me.
Golly, John.
Teresa.
No, there's never appropriate talk about urinals.
Oh wow.
Yes,
that hurts my heart.
I am the sensible real reseller in this scenario.
Look,
So
wait a
I
minute, wait a
agree
minute.
with John.
You almost killed
You
me.
were almost,
Well, I could have been Kevin. I was the one shilling my own stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you sure could have been. Yeah.
No,
okay.
Sarah, I'll message you later.
Maybe I just found a hack. Let me see.
Brad's
yeah.
over here looking up how to do stuff on the
Yeah,
dollar auction.
I'm just fooling this thing, trying to get it done. Let's see what
I
happens.
sure wish he could figure it out because I need to know.
Because it's like you have to do it quick. All right, let me see.
You gotta do it quick.
There ain't no quick in me anymore, Brad.
Gotta get her done quick. All right. So let me look and see if that actually went live just now, and I'll give you guys
Tell
a
us a
hack.
dad joke, Chad.
I'm
Yeah.
here for the dad jokes. Yeah, Chad, you did tell us a dad joke.
All right, let's see. If I go to the dollar auction, and I'm not going to say what platform it's on. It looks like it is live. Okay. All right. So here's what I did. You can't do it on the desktop.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's only for Apple people then, because I have an Android and you don't have the option.
Well, talk to me, Brad. I'm on
All right.
Apple.
Well, here's how you can do it. Here's how you can do it. All right. If you're on your dashboard and you click up at the top to go into the dollarauction.com platform. All right.
Yep.
If you go to my listings, you click on my listings.
Got it.
If you click the little filter to the right there underneath select.
Yep.
Under listing type, click expired.
Yep. Got it. Done.
All right. Hit done. It'll bring up all your expired ones. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to click on a listing.
Reselling.
Okay.
Now on this next step, here's where on mine anyway, here's how you have to do it. You're going to hit edit list. Don't do it yet. You're going to hit edit listing at the bottom, and like 3 things are going to pop up, and the one in the middle is duplicate, right? You got to hit it pretty quick, because if you don't, it just goes into like edit format. Okay. So hit edit and duplicate. It's delete, duplicate, or something else. Hit the duplicate one real quick.
I don't have that option.
Are you sure? Try it again.
I just did.
We are doing a crash course.
So, okay, wait a minute. Was that a static listing that you did that on?
It was an auction. One of the auctions that I'd done that it ended.
Okay, so I tried it on one of the live auctions that has expired that I ran yesterday.
That's what I did.
All right, let me try this one right here.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Let me see if I can make this. I don't think I can make this, and I don't know if I can do this in this.
When I can't see it, it's all blurry.
Yeah.
You just moved the screen.
Let me do this.
When I hit edit, watch.
Yeah. Right in the middle, clicking the. No. It was there for a split second.
You got to do it quick.
Go back at the very bottom of the screen, in between delete and maybe edit or whatever. There's duplicate. Hit that duplicate button. Don't talk to me.
That went by fast, man.
I'm telling you, it does.
How many listings are you making, Chris, that Corey's going to have to delete?
I haven't done the first one yet.
Okay. Just make it sure. I came on here so we wouldn't have silent pauses, and now we have silent pauses.
Look, I can't figure it. It's too fast for me to.
Here's one of the problems, Teresa. Because of one of the things about my Enneagram thing, being a perfectionist, right, is like once I have a problem to solve, I cannot not solve that problem. Like,
well, you solved it for yourself.
Like,
we have a question.
Okay,
we have a question.
So, Tara, progressive shipping is we do it on our auctions. It's something which reminds me, I have to refund you part of your shipping for our live auction the other day. But what it is you pick, say you're selling live, and you do, some person buys a thing from you on your auction. You can say to set up. What are you doing? You can set up to say that you want to charge $3 for each additional item they buy, instead of charging them $5 for every single thing that they buy.
Yeah, I'm sorry I ruined your explanation. All right.
You're fine.
All right, I'm going to show you, Chris. When I hit edit listing right here, there's going to be delete, duplicate, and then
Yeah.
I haven't even watched it long enough to see what pops up on the right. But you got to hit it like, well, see, it went away so quick. Let me try it again.
Yeah, see,
Ready?
mine
You
goes.
ready?
Yeah.
I can't do it from this angle.
You're welcome, Tara.
There, see, I got it.
What
And
in the world?
now I can edit it and publish it.
You got to be fast and furious, Chris. Fast and furious.
Okay. All right, Teresa, we had
So-
another question for you.
I know the ideogram.
No,
How do you say it?
Read the
Ideogram?
screen. Read the screen, Teresa.
Oh, Teresa, you can sell at dollar auction with Android. I thought it was. Oh, I already answered that. I answered it in the chat. But yeah,
Oh, did you?
so you can sell on the dollar auction on an Android, but you're gonna have to do it pulling up like Google Chrome or something and pulling up the website. You can't do it from the app. You're supposed to be able to live sell on the app on the Android, but I don't know if you can. So, I found a free one. I took a free one. I don't know. I didn't pay for one, but I don't know how to add the.
Lisa's gave us a 5-star rating. Thank you, Lisa. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love them ratings.
Also, there is something else that has changed since you guys started the dollar auction.
What's that?
Okay, when you guys first started it, I could actually end because I listed a couple things and didn't set the end time the way I wanted them all to end at the same time. So and you can't edit them. So I ended them. You can't actually end them in the new dashboard. You can't end.
Yeah, you could do that with an old dashboard. So they got rid of the old dashboard, and you could do all that then. Remember, Teresa, I sent y'all a message. Corey May and I told you, but I sent you a message. I was like, look, I found out that you can delete these. You know, I'm able to delete them. I found out they fixed it. I thought they fixed it, but
I know
they took it off the dash. They took it off the old dashboard. They did away with the old dashboard, and now you can't do it.
I know that because in commons.net, I was trying to do just a 5-day auction on a thing. And so I duplicated it. And of course it went immediately live. So it's like, okay, I'll just end it and then try to figure out how to set my parameters and then put it back up. You can't end it. You can't end it anymore. I had to wait for it to expire so I could actually try to figure out what to do with it. So
okay, so I will tell you honestly, if you have issues with it, send them to Corey. Or
there you go.
Or what we've been doing is if you're on the dollar auction, go in and put it in the seller chat and then tag Ivan. That's what we've done with a few things. We just put it in the seller chat and tag Ivan.
And Corey said it right here. Look, Corey said it right here. There is no old dashboard anymore. It's just gone.
All right. So before we go, because Lisa's asking about the Enneagram, people seem to have some fascination with the Enneagram.
I found the one that I took.
Did you ever
want me to drop it in the chat?
Did you ever read the explanation?
Okay, sorry.
Did you ever read
listen to me and don't tag Ivan. Go ahead.
Did you ever read the actual explanation of yours?
No, I got to take it again because it didn't come. I don't know where it was sent. I don't know what email I dropped.
Well, I think they're called the peacemakers because their type is their need to avoid.
I don't know if that came up, but there goes. That's the one I did. Whoever asked. Who did ask? Marcia? Yeah, Marcia. Marcia.
Is this you, Teresa? 9 are peacemakers. Their gift of accepting others without prejudice makes people feel understood and accepted. 9s can be unbiased arbitrators because they can see and appreciate the positive aspects of both sides.
I might have to retake that because I might have lied on mine because that does not sound like me.
Do you have a sense of fairness? Because fairness seems to be a big part of being a 9. Their sense of fairness may make them committed fighters for peace and justice. They express harsh truths calmly.
No.
And so matter of factly that it's easy for others to swallow these truths. Is that not you?
No.
Okay, you got to retake it then. Because
I might have to retake it.
Because when I read mine,
Corey more than me.
When I read mine, it's like somebody was hiding somewhere, just watching me and writing stuff down. It feels like.
Yeah, that does not sound like me.
By the way, I went to the Goodwill and I saw Enneagram on the shelf.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Does it give you the test to take it?
It doesn't, but there actually might be a link somewhere in here. I haven't actually looked at it, but it's from a Christian perspective. I've never seen that before. So That's interesting.
Well, I didn't even know what an Enneagram was until you said it in one of the shows. So
Yeah. Hey,
I
your
don't
style
know.
of speaking, if you're a 9, your style of speaking is monotonous rambling.
I don't think I ramble on here.
Then you're probably not a 9.
Corey would probably disagree with you. I went to go tell him a story that I saw on TikTok, and he got mad at me because I tried to tell him the story and I interrupted his crap.
Now, Doug, Enneagram is a little different than Myers-Briggs. There's like 9 personality. It's like way older. It's like kind of ancient, really, where it comes
Now I'm
from.
gonna have to look up that one too.
Yeah, I'm like in the Myers-Briggs. I think I'm an INTJ, which is like intuitive thinker, judger, or something like that. Like 4% of the population is what I am on that one.
Excuse me, Leroy. Purchase, ship, and label.
Purchase, ship, and label.
Hold on, we got to read his joke. Okay, what's the difference between a bullfrog and a horny toad?
Hey, wait, hold on, hold on. Let's pull it up. There you go.
You started it, so go ahead.
Rib.
One says ribbit, rib. I think it's supposed to say one says ribbit, and the other one says rub it.
Oh, jeez.
Dirty frogs. Dirty-minded frogs.
See, now I got to go take that one too, because I don't know what that one is.
I just changed the title of the show.
2?
Read it.
It doesn't show the whole thing for me because I have it. Hold on. Because I have my screen split screen. Pickin and Grinnin live and Uncut, Reselling in Urinals.
Nice.
So
here's my let's see. Let me see if I can get it.
That's right.
So
Chris.
Corey, the funny thing about that is so I don't touch frogs. I don't touch them. So I use the poker, but I won't touch them. There's a reason behind that.
Did one of them bite you?
No, you get warts from them, and I don't want no warts. Frogs give you
That's
warts.
only toads, not frogs. That's toads.
Well, you don't know which one's which.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I don't.
One is like bumpy.
What you
Toads are
got there,
bumpy.
Brad? Do I need to add this up, Brad?
Well, I'll throw it up there. This is my personality type. Doug was talking about his Myers-Briggs. This is mine. Let's see.
What
That's a lot of letters.
That's a lot of stuff you got going on up
Introvert,
there.
intuitive, thinker, judger. You're a judger? You're a judgy person?
It's not like that. It's not judgy like that. So that's not what it means.
I dated a girl once. She must have been a toad. Look at what Corey put on there.
Golly.
They're getting dirty in the chat.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Corey Lee.
Oh, we got a middle name out of that one. You in trouble for real,
did.
Corey.
We did. That was horrible.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
We're gonna donate him. Anybody want him? I'll ship him for $1.
Is that shipping included?
$1.com.
You gonna charge shipping?
That's awesome.
All right, so hey guys, so next week, on Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, be sure to go check out Resell Therapy YouTube channel. We will be live. We'll be live on Resell Therapy.
I will not be
check
there.
that out. Yeah, Teresa's been kicked out by Corey. Corey kicked her out. So you guys can come check us out there.
But if I don't stay in here, he doesn't get any work done. So I have to come out here to make sure he's getting work done.
Oh, well, my wife says picking on you, Teresa. She's got your back, Teresa.
We're actually going to give people a link here. Just a second.
Yes. Yep.
Here we go. Here we go.
Corey's like, oh crap, we're still doing that.
You're welcome. Did you say his name was Doug? Major Wins?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I will try and remember that, but I'm horrible at names.
So if you guys go over and you click on the link right here, I'll put the link up here. I'll put it in it may be in the description already. I'm not sure, but so it's just at reselltherapy.com. But anyway, so if you go there right now, there's no videos on there, but you can subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can catch the live on Tuesday. So that's where Resell Therapy will be moved to. From here on out, will be on that channel there.
And
I'm looking forward to it.
Check out our sponsors channel.
Yes.
Chad Wolfman's Goodies. Go check him out. Give him a like and a subscribe. Watch his videos. Get his watch hours up. And visit his eBay store. Buy something.
And if you want entertainment with Chad, on Sunday nights he goes live on his channel. So you get to chit chat with him live.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Good show there too. Fun to watch him. He makes me laugh every time.
Mom, listen.
All right, Teresa, do your plug.
What, my plug? I got a plug?
Yeah, for district.
Okay. Come check out Grams and Pops Vintage. Check out thedollarauction.com. Check out Reseller Therapy. Is it Reselling?
It's Reseller.
Reseller Therapy on Tuesdays. Yeah. And we drop videos on Wednesday at Grams and Pops Vintage. That's all I got.
Brad?
I reckon I'm going to put a video out soon. I'd be much obliged if you'd go watch it, maybe. Yeah. Hey, join that Reseller Therapy. You don't want to go crazy and hit anybody with a sling blade. Some folks call it the Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade. Y'all pray for Chris. He don't know who George Jones is. All right, then.
All right. So, guys, if you want a good therapy session, come by on Tuesdays. You will enjoy it. We got some good stuff over there. But, hey, we appreciate everyone here. We appreciate everyone coming by. We appreciate all the messages and chat and everything. And, Brad, I can't find the banners.
Oh, I got it here. I got it.
We'll see y'all later.